Had always believed in doing things the right way. Work hard, save, plan for the future. My pension was my safety net, the reward for decades of long hours, missed vacations, and quiet sacrifices. I never imagined that the people I trusted with it would betray me in the most brazen way possible. It started innocuously enough. One morning, over a cup of coffee, I decided to check my online account. Routine, nothing unusual, or so I thought. But the moment I logged in, a knot formed in my stomach. There were transactions I didn't recognize. First, I shrugged it off. Maybe it was a new fee or a routine transfer. But as I scrolled further, my stomach sank. Large sums were leaving my account, hundreds of dollars at a time, moving to accounts I didn't know. I called my financial advisor, trying to keep my voice steady. It's probably just a misunderstanding, I told myself. But the response I got was anything but reassuring. Smooth, polished, and dismissive. Adjustments, management fees, all standard, they said. But my instincts screamed that this was anything but standard. The doubt gnawed at me all weekend. I sat at my kitchen table, laptop open, a stack of old statements beside me, tracing every transaction. That's when it hit me. My pension, my entire safety net, was being drained to fund someone else's lifestyle. Lavish parties, expensive dinners, luxury trips, all paid for with my hard-earned money. Every withdrawal was a reminder that I had been blind, trusting blindly while they indulged. I knew I had to act, and fast. The next morning I went straight to my bank. I froze all outgoing transfers. It wasn't a complicated process, but the relief was immediate. For the first time in weeks, I felt a glimmer of control. But I also knew this was just the beginning. I contacted a financial inspector. Explaining the situation, I stayed calm, though my hands shook slightly. I showed every document, every suspicious transfer. The inspector listened, nodded occasionally, scribbled notes. It was reassuring to have someone on my side, someone with authority to unravel this mess. The investigation uncovered the shocking truth. Several employees at my financial firm had been siphoning funds for months. They had falsified records, covered their tracks with adjustments and fees, and used my pension to fund extravagant lifestyles. Parties with champagne and caviar, trips abroad, gadgets and clothes, all paid for with money I had trusted them to protect. Legal action was taken swiftly. Some of my funds were recovered, and those responsible faced serious consequences. But the experience left a lasting mark. The betrayal hurt, but the lesson was invaluable. Never take trust for granted. Always check, always question, and never ignore the signs. Now, when I tell this story, people often react with disbelief. Your pension. They actually used it for parties. And yes, I froze the transfers before it was too late. I called the inspector, kept my composure, and protected what was mine. Looking back, it's clear. Vigilance is as important as trust. Money doesn't just vanish. Someone makes it vanish. And if you don't act, it can happen to you too. I share this story not for sympathy but as a warning. Life will always demand trust, but never at the cost of your own security. Keep your eyes open. Protect yourself. And remember, sometimes the smallest action like freezing a transfer can save everything.